Good evening, everybody.
Can you all hear us?
We are here.
Hopefully nothing is wrong with this.
Yeah, we do not have equipment malfunctions at Big Loss Official. No, I'm just.
We're not in 100+ degrees Fahrenheit. 39 degrees for all of you British people right now that the athletes are having to contend with.
Yeah.
That is hot.
So they haven't even started the log lift. They're apparently trying to find out how they can keep the logs cool in between the guys going. They're having. Is it like audio and is it the actual equipment for filming?
Yeah, it's the filming equipment, not just, I mean, they're trying to keep the logs cool for the athletes because they are.
Oh, apparently there's loads of echo. Why is there loads of echo, Lottie?
I don't know.
Did you touch something? Is it because of
that,
this?
Is that better?
See if that's better.
Let us know.
Let us know about the sound. And
we will.
There's me going, we don't have technical issues at the Big Loss Official.
I'll get my technical person involved.
Oh, what a jinx. The technical person is the 13-year-old up in his bedroom. There's no echo. All right.
Excellent.
Perfect. Good. Right.
Making us panic there.
Yeah. Maybe just the people sat in the toilet are experiencing the echo.
That would be me.
Yeah. Not right now, I hope. Anyway.
Not right now. Not right now.
So we don't, obviously, we don't know how long we're going to be waiting for log results, but we obviously have the car walk results. And oh my goodness, what a day two it started out as, Lozzie.
Unbelievable. Like Evan Singleton back in the competition.
Yeah. That
is good to see. And his time was ridiculous. Even Big Loz would have been proud of that one.
Oh, where's it gone? Where's
what?
Loz in a button up. Not that one. I've lost it. There was a really funny comment.
Loz in a button up.
That's not the one that was funny.
What was funny?
Make sure you have computer nice. Oh, there we go. I'm literally sat on the toilet experiencing echo. See, this is why. Why are we in the loo with you? Oh dear.
How is everybody? Have we been enjoying World's Strongest Man? Liz and myself have. You've been shouting up to me like with results and stuff.
Yeah. Should we go into results then?
Yes.
Right. So obviously car walk today. Group
Thank you,
1.
I'm just going to show this. Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate it very, very much.
Let's try and do one group quickly. So group 1, you guys probably know this already because you're like us, you're nerds, and you're following the spreadsheets. It was won by Tom Stoltman with a time of 14.65 seconds. Second in that group, Gabriel Rome.
That was very good. Yeah. He's going to cause problems.
He's someone we underestimated, I feel. We thought it was going to be between Kevin and Ivers to get into the stone off.
Yeah.
But Gabriel was showing up. And then we had...
the strongest man. He has to be good.
Yeah. To be fair to him, yeah. Then we had Kevin Ferris. Kevin's always quick. He prefers things like frame carry and farmers, though, doesn't he? Because his grip's so good. His grip's
very good, yeah.
Yeah. And then behind him was Ivor Schmutzler's very, very, very close between the two of them.
They were neck and neck, weren't they?
Yeah. Behind him was Andy Black, finishing the course in 32.71. And then behind him was Manuel doing it in bang on 60 seconds, according to that. Okay. Right. Here we go. What does Evan need to do to make the finals? Thanks, Kevin.
He needs a really big performance on the log. This is going to be the big factor,
and it's the question mark as well.
I mean,
the shoulder issues.
It's going to be so hot. Like, I think he can win the hold, but then it also depends on where other people finish, and it also depends if Luke is in a comfortable enough position. Luke might take his foot off the gas. That could be a real problem for Evan, because really, Luke needs to win the next 2 events, and Evan needs to win the next 2 events, and for Luke to come second,
right?
So that he gets those gaps on the people that will be fighting for the third place.
To get in between them, yeah.
He's got a lot to do, but he just needs, as an athlete, what I would be trying to focus on is do my best on each event. And then what will be after that. You can't control what everyone else is doing.
No.
So Evan needs to clear his head and focus on one event at a time.
Yeah, you can never be reliant on what other people are doing, can you? Because that's something that's completely out of your control.
Yeah.
Here we go, spreadsheet party, yeah. Let's do a couple of super chats quick before we go into group 2. There we go. Beesums, why is it all small today, Lozzie? Why is the screen small?
I don't know.
There we go. I think that's a little bit better.
Can we make it bigger like that? I don't know.
Liz's, oh no, look at that. Liz's favorite world's strongest man ever, the downfall of Brian. How could you? How could you say that? That's awful, isn't it? Do you know what? The memes that have been coming out as well, I should have uploaded them to this. It's not too late. I can still do that. No, I wish Brian the absolute best. And I never want to see the downfall of anyone. But it is funny considering some of the memes that have been coming out. Hold on, I will find them.
Yeah, gutted about Shane. Shane has had to pull out. Shane Flowers, unfortunately, his first world's strongest man, and he's damaged his foot.
Yeah.
Not nice. I remember my first worlds, I dislocated my toe.
You did, didn't you?
That sucked. You train really hard for these competitions, and then it's something like that. It's tough.
You mean to go on, eh?
Shane will be back. Are you showing us memes?
Yeah, I'm just going to show one meme just because I thought it was quite funny and it's relevant to the last super chat that we just had. Won't be a sec, guys. And just to point out, this wasn't actually a post on my social media anywhere. This is pure meme. Oh, can you guys see it? Yeah. If we're on a TV, you'll see it. There you go. Chat shit, get banged. That's just terrible, isn't it? My goodness. The things that have been sliding into my DMs today, it's been funny actually, to be fair. Oh, Mitch Hooper for the win.
Whew, Mitch Hooper. My goodness, he has been a revelation.
3 event wins out of 3.
That is just ridiculous.
In what everyone dubbed as the group of death.
Mitch Hooper was like, meh.
Yeah, he was. I spoke to him earlier. I was like, oh, congrats on yesterday, Mitch. And he was like, oh, yeah, it's going well. Feeling happy, feeling relaxed. And I was like, yeah, good. That's good. You don't want, I know you were relaxed, but as you're doing so well, maybe you'd start to feel the weight of everyone else's expectations. He's like, no, nothing like that. And then I messaged him after the car walk and I was like, oh my God, well done, Mitch. He's like, I'm literally just doing what I said I could do. But it's like, yeah, but come on, you have to see how special this is.
Shall I address this one?
How come we're not
Niall
out there?
Strickland, how come we're not out there? We've got a lot of travel this year and it would have been a bit too much for us to go, but we are hoping to go next year. So I think we're going to make the effort to go next year. We don't know where it is yet, but I really want to be at World's Strongest Man.
Yeah, we could do live from Sacramento. Can you imagine? We'll have to grab someone to film us and we're like, hi, and it will all be going on behind it.
You'll have to kind of do a audition for a videographer.
Do it. Oh God. No. Anyone would be better than me, to be fair. Feta cheese. Thank you for the super chat.
Why is our screen so small today?
I don't know, Lotte. I feel like you've done something.
I haven't done anything.
That's it. There you go. There we go. Sorry, this is stuff that you guys can't see, but it's affecting us because we're a bit tired and possibly.
I saw someone say Mark Felix coming out with a car walk. He did.
Yeah, Mark was incredible, and we know Mark is great at car walks. So.
Yeah, but he really put in a good time.
Yeah,
he's going well.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Bron Chopped, thank you for the super chat. Word is, World's Strongest Man is waiting to get back from his tattoo appointment. He got MH tattoo on his pecker. It will read Mitchell Hooper when he gets excited. Bet you weren't ready for that. Oh, Bron Chopped, that's very wrong. You can read out the super chats from now on. Oh dear.
Who thinks Brian's going to get through?
Yeah, it's looking. It's precarious, isn't it?
I
overlooking because you can't pronounce it. Yeah, I can't pronounce
Gabriel Bilton.
That's fine. Yeah, that sounds good enough. It sounds better than my attempts, anyway.
We'll get Gabriel to.
We'll get him on the channel at some point.
Tell us how to. Oh, I'm speaking to JF tomorrow.
Yes.
That's exciting news. If you guys don't know, JF is coming on with us tomorrow. We're going to have a chat with him about World's Strongest Man, and we'll be uploading that later in the day. So we'll get the thoughts of Mr. Consistency from Canada over the last few years, one of the best strongmen and just an awesome human.
Yeah.
So and we're excited to have him on.
And something else which is now looking extremely likely to happen. Mitch said, oh, if I make the final on my rest day on Friday, it's going to be pretty boring. Shall I come on your channel? And I was like, well, you know, if you want to. And he's like, yeah, it'd be cool. It'll give me something to do. So look out for that on Friday as well. I'm not sure if we're going to do it.
Monica is our eyes on the ground there. Let's get Monica.
Oh, yeah. Logs are being uncovered. Well done, Monica. Keep the information coming. Farmer Dave, thank you for the super chat. If Evan comes back to get through to the final, would this be the best World's Strongest Man comeback ever? If not, what is? Have we seen it before? Someone miss an event because they'd withdrawn?
No, I've never seen that. It would be one hell of a story if he does. I mean, he's still got a massive uphill struggle, but you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
If anyone can do it, I think.
How many points behind is he? Let me try and figure this out.
You try and figure it out. Russ, thank you for the super chat. When is the Eddie Hall carry for distance, Lassie?
What's this?
Fantasy event?
I'm retired. I don't want to carry Eddie Hall anywhere.
No, that's true.
I know he's lost weight, but he's still quite a lump.
Still a bit of a lump. He'd be easier than like a sandbag, though, because he could wrap his legs and arms around you.
I don't want Eddie Hall ever wrapping his legs and arms around me. Eddie's, he's a fine human being, but
you don't want him straddling you.
No.
That's really fair, to be fair. Oh dear. It just all goes.
New member Vinny.
Welcome, Vinny.
Thank you very much to all our new members.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure. Okay, so Evan is on 8 points, and Coco and Athor are both on 11. So he's not that far behind. He's going to need to beat both of them on the log.
Okay.
And he's going to have to win the grip hold.
Yeah, which he's capable of doing. We know that. Thank you also, Steve.
Could probably do with...
Thank you, Erin. And
he could probably do with Kelvin and Kim helping him out a little bit as well, or Luke getting in between people. But if Evan focuses on winning the next 2 events, then he's putting himself in with a shot.
Ricky Greenwood, who was the last World's Strongest Man with no beard? Thank you for the super chat. Oh, yeah, that was quick. Yeah, no, you're right. Did Eddie have a... Yeah, Eddie's always had a little something.
And Tom have like a bit of a beard.
Yeah.
Novikov and...
Did Martins have a beard when he won? I don't think Martins had a beard when he won. I think he was clean shaven, if I'm remembering the pictures correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got a beard now.
He does have one now, but some of them fluctuate, and I think it's more they just can't be asked to shave. I don't think it's a style thing. Oh, who put Noah in a timeout? I don't know. Tony, I'm starting to worry for Brian Shaw. Brian's position is definitely more precarious than he would like it to be. I mean, Brian, the good thing for Brian, the bad thing for Mark Felix fans is there's a good chance that Mark Felix zeros the log. Damn, he had a little bit of a beard, Martins. Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to be able to see that, but yeah.
Martins with a beard in 2019.
But yeah, there's a good chance Mark Felix could zero this log. Isn't there, Lozzie?
There's a good chance Mark could zero this log,
which means 0 points.
Yeah.
Yeah? Who else is in his group? Janasha. I would expect Brian to beat Gabe Pena on the log.
Brian... I mean, I would have said Brian would have beaten them on the last event as well, but
yeah,
Brian should beat Gabe and Mark Felix on a log.
Yeah, maybe Constantine, because I think is Constantine carrying a little injury?
I don't know what's up with Constantine, but he's not performing well.
No,
we know him as being a much better athlete normally. So
it is close in that mid pack in Brian's group. So if he came third and someone like Mark got 0, and which would put him right back. It puts him in a better position. Figure out what that would do, Lassie.
Brian is like Evan, just got to fight one event at a time.
Yeah. Here you go. Look, they're cooling down the mats. Bloody hell. What is going on out there? This is why we need a lovely, damper European climate, I think. It's time.
We don't need damp. We just need nice, lovely weather.
What's wrong with the damp, Lassie?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
And wet and miserable.
If Evan wins the next 2 events, he will 100% be in the stone off. And who would he likely be in the stone off with?
Probably Athor.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Judging on the events that are still to come.
Yeah. Well, we've got to take it one event at a time. There's been so many twists and turns and unpredictable results that I'm not predicting anything right now.
Yeah, we're done with predictions until obviously we know who's going to be in the final. Nicola, thank you for the super chat. Just ordered my Loz and Liz mug.
Thank you very much.
Auntie Liz t-shirts. I need someone to come up with a design. I said that before, and all I got was like a load of memes of like
you hate Brian and stuff.
No, of like Grizzly, Kyriakos Grizzly carrying me away, and a big sausage with Gav's face on it. I'm not sure I can use those images, and even if we could legally,
I'm just looking at Brian's group for the Brian fans.
Okay,
I think Mitch Hooper is going to be very hard to catch now in that group. I think Mitch Hooper is going to win the group. I think Bobby Thompson is going to win the log. So if Bobby can get a win there, that's going to put him in a good place.
Yeah.
And then
there's
9 points at the moment with Felix, Gabe, and Brian Shaw.
And I think
I expect Brian to beat them both on the pressing.
Yeah. Brian might come behind Mark on the grip.
Mark could make up points on the grip.
Yeah.
On paper, you'd expect Brian to come second on the grip, and I'd expect him to be second or third on the log.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to do enough to get into the stone off. But
I think it's a Bobby Brian stone off, but with Bobby in the advantage position. So Brian has to lift the heavy stone first, and Bobby only has to return it. If they get to the 210, then they rep back and forth. The problem is this is Bobby's worst event, isn't it?
He's been working hard at it, and look, we just don't know. Brian has underperformed massively so far on what we'd expect for Brian. You look at his results; they're not bad, but he's not been top 10 in the overall on any of the events.
No.
And there was a time that just wouldn't have been the case. So we don't know what's going on with Brian. We're not out there, we're not talking to him, so who knows what's going on in his head? But he doesn't look like a potential winner right now.
You've got to be careful when you say we're not talking to him. We're not on talking terms.
No. I just said we're not out there. We don't know what he's what's going through his head or anything like that. Or, I know he lost a family member recently, so maybe he's distracted. Maybe he's a 40-year-old man now with, a lovely family, a lot of businesses, and he just doesn't want it as much as he used to.
Maybe.
There is that's me at the moment. I don't have the drive to push myself like I used to when I was younger. I was saying to you earlier, I would have done anything to win at one point. I was like, I'm going to kill myself if I have to. I remember battling with like Fingal's fingers and thinking, I'm going to do whatever the hell it takes to get this thing over. Now I can't think of anything worse.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm looking at that thinking, I'm just going to sit and watch.
Touch that thing.
But you get to a point in your life where things change.
Yeah, of course.
And, there's potentially that could be the case with Brian. I'm not saying it is. There could be so many things. But it's a potential, possibility.
Brumspad, thank you for the super chat. Loz, gun to your head. Does Brian beat Bobby in the stones if he were in third and Bobby had the advantage in second? Thanks for all that.
Gun to my head is a bit brutal. I still think Brian can beat Bobby in a losing position. Prime Brian absolutely could do it. He's one of the greatest stone lifters we've ever seen. We're just not maybe seeing Prime Brian at the moment, from the first 3 events. But
who knows what could happen?
I don't know. Without speaking to him, I don't know what's going on in his head. So it's very hard to say. He could well come back now in these last 2 events, smash it, get in, smash the stones. Suddenly the final's a new competition. It starts from 0 and we're in the game. But he might not do very well on the log.
We just don't know.
We've got to wait and see. It's surprising. I think we all expected more, but we just don't know what's going on, behind the scenes.
Right.
I said, way too much then.
I think Sexy Lexi had no beard. Alexi's always had a beard the whole time we've known him, but it's like, if you saw him from a certain angle, you might think he didn't.
He's got nothing here.
He does, yeah.
It's all here.
It's all here. Normally, I would call someone like that a neck beard, but I wouldn't with Alexi because Alexi's definitely not a neck beard. No beard, no booty. And that's right, Nolan. Thank you. Crackdown Bill, thank you for the super chat and for joining us again. Realistically, can anyone in Group 5 beat Evan in the stone off, even if Evan is third?
Yeah. I mean, Athor beat Robert Oberst on the stone off last year.
I would put Evan as better at stones than Robert Oberst, though.
I would as well, but I was having this chat with my mum. My mum and me were having this chat earlier. Yeah. The thing with Atlas stones, or the thing with pro strongmen, is 10 kilos is a huge difference at the top. But most pro strongmen are very similar on most events. It's not like a huge difference in terms of how much better someone is.
No.
But 10 kilos makes a difference, especially in terms of winning competitions. But when you're in a disadvantage, it's hard. Like, I've lifted some big stones before, and I've had up and down performances on stones. So has Evan.
Yeah.
I think it would be easy to sort of match each other, but when you've got to try and do one extra than the next person,
and it's getting heavier each time,
and
as well.
You know, there's the heat to contend with, there's the exhaustion from all the other events,
and they do have a time limit. I think it's something like 20 seconds, isn't it, to return the stone? So one fumble on the first one, and that could be it, couldn't
absolutely.
It? We've seen it.
And you know, this is to get into the final of worlds. These athletes are hungry, they're fighting hard. This is the comp they want to peak the most for.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think Evan would rather, you know, Evan's got a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's all he can do is, as all the athletes have, you've just got to keep fighting for every point at any competition, but particularly a World's Strongest Man.
Heaney, thank you for the super chat. Love you both. Do you guys know how they are separating the athletes with the same score overall this year? Count back. No, they don't do count back at World's Strongest Man, not since 2010, and the controversy there because they think the general public doesn't understand count back.
The way they do it now is go on the last event, which will be the grip hold.
Yes. So if people are tied on the decider for who's going to go into the stone off, it would be, and that's how Alexi got knocked out last year, actually, because he was tied for points with Kevin, but Kevin beat him on the pickaxe hold, which was the last event before the stones. So Alexi didn't get to do the stone off. So
what a terrible event as a decider as well.
Oh, awful. And for that reason, because it's so event dependent, and pickaxe hold is a crap event anyway, I prefer count back, but there you go. There's arguments for both, I suppose, but my personal preference has always been count back. Oh, T-Rex is back in. He is indeed. I just got to find my deep blue. There we go. And then I know where I am.
You like your deep blue?
Yeah. Nicola, thank you, Nicola. What is happening with Terry's live feed? Oh, they're frazzled over there, Nicola.
Technical issues.
Yeah.
Is the issue right now. They're just struggling to get their electrical gear to work. They have said they're hoping to be on in about 40 minutes, but they're going to keep us updated so we can mention it to you guys and, you know, go over there and watch.
And the problem is as well, as part of that show, they really want the winners' interviews, and obviously they haven't been able to start the log lift yet, so we're not sure what time it's but someone's going to text me when it's due to start. Someone's going to text me so we can all stop here and go over there instead. We're just like a gang, a mob.
Yeah, we're a nearly 3,500 strongman mob.
Yes, the best fans are here today.
The Liz and Loz squad.
The little Lux, oh my God. I'm not sure I get that far. Jack Bishop, thank you for the super chat. Off topic, but will you two be around at Giants Live in Cardiff? Yes,
we're definitely going to. Cardiff is the closest venue to us.
Yes.
This is going to be great.
Less than an hour down the road. We're just going to leave at maybe lunchtime. It will be glorious, won't it? It'll be so amazing. Lovely. Yes, and that's the one where Rauno's going to stay on in England for a couple of days with us, and hopefully we'll do some filming with him as well. Have we missed something?
I think you missed Aaron's super chat.
Okay. Do you want me to scroll?
Probably for the best.
Because I'll know which ones I read and which ones I didn't.
Have you done these ones?
Yeah, I've done those.
Go up.
Gun to your head.
We are trying to find Aaron's super chat.
It's not showing up on here, is it?
No, but yeah, we're definitely going to be at Cardiff. It's going to be the Deadlift World Championships there.
Yes.
So we'll see Mitch Hooper in person deadlifting. And after yesterday's deadlift, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to want to see Mitch Hooper in competition going forward.
Yeah, definitely.
We were tagged in something the other day as well. It was Chris van der Linde, who's South Africa. Is he currently South Africa? No.
I don't think he's South Africa's strongest man, but he's the biggest deadlifter in the Southern Hemisphere.
He's pulled over 1,000 pounds. He's like, what have I got to do to get to this competition? So we have an official petition running. I mean, we have nothing to do with who's selected. Like we joke and we share memes and, you know.
We hope that people watch and, you know, do take notice, but we have no say on anything. So that was Aaron there. So
yeah,
good you see?
Yeah, I saw. Okay.
Aaron, if you kind of comment again, we'll try and look out for your...
Yeah, because I've just scrolled back through the whole thing and it's not shown up. So just comment, Aaron. We will keep an eye out for you. Sorry, Liz. I know you guys love Brian. At this point, Brian is starting to remind me of 2018 Big Z. It's sad to see, but Father Time catches up with us all. Thank you again for the super chat.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it does. And like we said, he's still a great strongman, but he's not been his best, I don't believe, since 2016. That was the last time.
That was the last time he won. I mean, let's not forget he came second last year.
I know, but when you look at his individual results from last year, they weren't as good as 2016.
No.
That's all I say.
Yeah.
He's still an incredible strongman.
Yeah, but we're comparing it to how incredible he was in his absolute prime.
Zydrunas is still winning competitions, lower level ones.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't win World's Strongest Man now.
No.
I could go to a novice comp and win.
Yeah. Terry is a beautiful man, should be in movies. We are keeping an eye out for Aaron's comment, and I will just try and scroll and catch up. Bron chopped 145 kilo log in 75 seconds. Hooper major surprise. What do you reckon, Lazzo?
Yeah, he's a good log lifter.
I think he's got the advantage also. He's going out last with Mark Felix, so Bobby Thompson, who's likely to win, will be in the heat. Are they just
going on reverse order?
Yeah, they've said that in the official rules. It's reverse.
They didn't used to do that.
No, they used to really mess with the athletes a bit. They put you in the order that they didn't really allow you just to do what you had to do. So sometimes the best guys would go first on their event, and you'd kind of have to go all out. It's not good, really. It's much more of a competition now, like a sporting competition. Then that was very TV show, wasn't it? Those types of
things are getting better.
Antics.
Definitely.
Okay, where are we? Gav continuing to prove the doubters wrong.
Gav's been amazing, absolutely brilliant. I mean, he's had a rough time, and he's really gone away and worked hard. It's good. He's listening to his coach. He's working on his conditioning and his fitness. He looks like he's mentally stronger than I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
For what? When I did that Giants Live competition last year, Gav was struggling mentally.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on, but he was struggling. But he looks like a completely different man at the moment. He's a man on a mission, and so good to see. He's got a chance of getting through that group. And I think if he can keep this mindset and focus on the all-round athlete ability, next year he's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, and we've always seen that potential in Gav. I mean, just look at the bloke.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah. Gary, thank you for joining us.
Welcome thank you, Gary.
Club. And Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Can Evans still make it to the finals? I believe too. After that car walk, how can you not believe? How can you doubt that, man? Come on, 9 point whatever it was seconds. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
We had two incredible times by Mitch Hooper and then Rob Kearney, 100th of a second between their times.
Yeah.
But Evans sub 10 seconds. That was rapid.
It was crazy. Charlie, thank you for the super chat. First off, love you both. How do you think Evan's chances are of making the final with missing the deadlift, Lazzo? Everyone wanted to talk about Evan, Lazzo.
I know. It's a lot of Evan fans in here, which is nice to see. There's often a lot of hate for Evan as well. I was going to say it's the first. Where's the Evan haters? He's got a chance. Like I keep saying, he's got to focus on one event at a time. And the other guys in that group are not going to make that easy for him. The big question for me is, what does Luke do? Because Luke could potentially screw him up. If Luke goes and wins the log as you'd expect him to, Luke will be in a unassailable position to be caught. Luke could then just not try on the grip hold.
Yeah,
that doesn't help Evan.
No,
Evan really wants to come first and Luke to come second.
Yeah, to come above the other guys that are currently in his way.
And if you're Luke, who would you rather have in the final?
Not Evan. Yeah. Why would you help Evan get into the final?
That's a horrible way of thinking about it.
But true,
these are professional athletes that are trying to get, win World's Strongest Man. Evan's a dangerous man in that final if he's feeling good.
Definitely. Aaron, I'm so sorry. And I've scrolled back and I can't find it. Comment. Do not super chat it though. Just comment, a free comment. And I'm keeping an eye out for you. Aaron H. Steph, thank you for the super chat. I'm way too hyped about World's Strongest Man 2022. Every single possible outcome would be amazing. Alexi, Martins, Brian, Tom, maybe even Mitch. He's looking very good. And that's the great thing. There's not a single person at Worlds where I think, I don't want that. But no matter what, it's going to be really exciting.
I'm yeah, I'm excited for today. We've still got another event to go today. Tomorrow we've got the Wrecking Ball hold and the Stone Off, and then the final is just going to be epic.
Mikhail, thank you for the super chat. Is it 2020 Brian Shaw again? Too heavy?
I keep seeing these like, no, I don't think he's too heavy. I think he's lighter than he used to be. We just, until Brian lets us know, which Brian will let us know.
Brian will definitely put a video out, yeah.
But he might suddenly just switch on and win the next 2 events. It's still everything to play for.
There we go. Robert, thank you so much for the super chat. Loz and Liz, thank you for all that you do for the sport.
Thank you, Rob.
Cheers to you, Rob, and for joining us. And Richard, thank you also, Richard. Always wondered, one for you, Lozzie, are stimulants like coffee, pre-workout, rain allowed to be taken by the athletes on competition day or between lifts, or is it just water Gatorade? Yes,
they're allowed to take pre-workouts, coffee, pre-workouts, rain. They're all absolutely fine.
Smelling salts, all that kind of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. They need to be very careful in the heat that they're in at the moment. And it's not always good to take pre-workouts in a competition like World's Strongest Man, where you have such a gap between events. Because when you take a pre-workout, you can have quite a crash afterwards. So sometimes it's best not to use them. Because if you have to use them all the time and you're using them to get yourself up and then suddenly you've got a 2-3 hour gap, you get a bit like, so
feel sluggish and tired.
It's not always the best thing to do.
Leiden, thank you for the super chat. Have you had your Bond villain auditions yet after your Mirror Fit ad? Also, still proud to own the first ever T-shirt signed by Auntie Liz. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, those pictures. I had sent them a picture of you because they were like, do you have a picture of Loz crossing his arms or something, maybe the eyebrow? I was like, yeah, got loads of those. And then when you guys were like outraged by the fact that only Loz was in the ad, they didn't say anything to me. They just went and found this picture of me and then they sent me the complete ad. They were like, Liz, we're so sorry. Here you go. Here's a new ad. And I was like, oh no, really? You didn't have to do that. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I can't think of another picture that would work better of me. I'm really goofy in pictures. That's not going to work, is it? Oh, here we go. Is this Aaron H? Is this the Aaron? I don't know. I'm going to have to click on everyone called Aaron H. Didn't count back Rob Brian Shaw of a championship. Rob's a strong word.
Yeah, Rob's a very strong word because countback was always a thing.
Yeah, so he wasn't robbed. What happened was they were tied on points. They were tied for the amount of first place finishes that they had. So then it went to second place finisher. And that's how it always worked.
You can't really say robbed either because those were the rules for that competition. Yeah. All the athletes knew the rules. Now they've changed the rules.
Yeah.
But there's a number of athletes that could argue they should have won with the new rules. So
you can argue
unless you're in a competition, if suddenly they change the rules without telling you, that's a little bit different. But all the athletes go through a rules meeting before. They actually have an athlete meeting before the event, so that the heats. And then the guys that get to the final will have a familiarization and an athlete event meeting with the referees and go through all the individual rules on everything before the final as well. So all the athletes know exactly what they need and is expected of them to win the championships.
There you go. Ian, who shocked you the most yesterday, Lozzie?
Mitch Hooper. Mitch Hooper, without question. And Gav Bilton. Yeah, Gav was really good, but I think Mitch Hooper is the story right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Gav, it's more the progression. Since we saw him just last month at Europe's Strongest Man.
He's been working hard.
Yeah, well, how much can you realistically do in a month?
So Monica is telling us the athletes have just got to the tent area. So there's going to be a while still, I think, before they get started. So we will answer as many of your questions as we can.
Can Liz bring their feed up here? I don't know that I can, and I don't know that I should, because then we'd be taking their views, wouldn't we?
Yeah, no, we can't do that.
No,
I don't think World's Strongest Man would go for that.
They'd be like, why is no one here? And then suddenly there's an extra 5,000 people. No, we won't do that.
We're trying to work as nicely as we can with all the promoters, really, aren't we?
Yeah, because then
we just want strongman getting better, you guys enjoying more action, and us being able to go everywhere to enjoy it.
Indeed. I'm still looking for...
And it helps if you guys subscribe to the channel. The bigger the channel is, the more they want to use us. So remember, subscribe and go and like the videos.
I'm still trying to find... That must have been the Aaron, because I'm not seeing another.
That is the Aaron. That is the Aaron.
Right,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Steve G, thank you for the super chat. thought about starting a Discord so we can all geek out over strongman together.
Do you know what? I tried to jump onto Discord with Romark. He tried to get me on there.
He set us up, and
it's just another thing. And I'm trying to keep on top of Instagram and on here and Facebook. And I'm an old man, like, with technology.
We're not naturally social media people, are we?
No,
we're not
like
big
social
social media people. Yeah. Like Loz is like, oh, we should have a TikTok. And I'm like, I don't even know how it works. I see some of the TikTok trends and stuff, and it's quite funny.
Yeah.
God knows what we do on there.
You're funny. So, you make me a bit funnier.
Yeah, but I'm also a woman in her mid-30s, and I'm not sure I should be doing some of these.
They're very popular these days.
I won't be doing stupid dancing or miming. I'm telling you that now.
I'll do the dancing.
Where is Sean O'Hagan now, Lozzo?
What's this? There we go.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't know. We're sorry. And this is the super chat. I think you're right. It was the same, Aaron. I would love to watch it live, but I kind of like the community of spreadsheet refreshers and the shared experience of what we have to go through.
We actually really enjoy this because we love being at comps. We do. And I know it would be great to watch World's Strongest Man, but we do this a lot after show. So every show that we go to, we come and do a live afterwards and just love talking to the fans and seeing how you guys enjoyed the show. It's often great. We'll meet people at the shows and then they'll come on afterwards. And it's just nice. It's extra part of the kind of event,
experience.
Isn't it?
And it's good to get other people's perspectives as well.
I've been a strongman fan all my life, but I'm a fan of boxing and MMA and stuff like that. And I like going to watch people's opinions, especially people within the sport that have done it before, because we've all got our opinions. But when you've got that inside knowledge as well, it gives you a different perspective of everything that goes on. Because I know, like, if you think about the athletes competing at this competition, there's a lot to cope with. I'm used to the delay. So, World's Strongest Man running late, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I'm used to being told to warm up and then, oh, no, we're not going yet. A lot of the newer athletes won't be used to that.
Although Mitchell Hooper isn't used to competing, this is all he knows.
That's a completely different story.
Be an advantage.
But, look at Tom Stoltman in his first Worlds. Completely different to how he is now. He's got that experience, that confidence. He knows how everything's run. I was talking to Dan, their coach, and you can really see apparently the veterans that have been there many times to the newbies when people are told to be at certain places and things like that. But, it just comes with experience.
Eric, a timely reminder to like Loz's button.
Like Liz's button too. Thank you guys. It does mean everything to us when you guys support these videos, sharing them, subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. It just helps the algorithms. It helps more people notice what we're doing and gives us the opportunity to grow. Doesn't it, Lizzie?
Yes, it does. Sorry, I was just reading comments. The t-shirt should be Liz stopping Loz touching the technology.
Hands behind my back. There we go.
There you go. It does make me nervous because suddenly you go, oh, what's up and doing? I'm like, no. What am I touching?
Our members.
Oh, Kevin. Yeah. Touch our members. Yeah. That doesn't actually automatically come with your membership. Sorry, guys. Scroll up for Aaron. I think we found Aaron and we saw Aaron.
Hopefully that is
the right Aaron, and everyone's not just gone and changed their username to Aaron H. We found it. Yeah, we're happy. Aline, thank you so much for the super chat. Shirt idea for Liz. What's that? Leader Lesbian. Highlights of this week, your live feeds are. And my son, our keen followers are. Thank you so much. I hear that a lot, lesbian.
We could be the lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wait. We've got some results coming in.
Come on then, Lozzie. Tell us.
Results on the log. Manuel Angulo.
0.
0 reps.
Okay, yeah.
Andrew Black.
0.
0 reps.
Wow. Well, that was anticlimactic. Is that all you've got?
No. I have some reps.
All right.
Ivers Schmaukstelis from Latvia.
Come on, Ivers.
4 reps.
Yes.
Kevin Ferris, 7 reps. Goes into the lead. We've got Gabriel Rayon and Tom Stoltman to come from group number 1.
There we go. I thought that was all you were going to give us.
I think Kevin is putting himself securely into the stone off there.
Second place position, definitely.
Because Ivers has dropped points on him again. with the grip event to come, Ivers has got a great grip, but so has Kevin.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting battle between those two.
I think Tom will try on
Andy
this.
Black's got a decent grip as well. Didn't he do very well at the Hercules hold of the Arnold UK? Or am I thinking of, was it the Stones he did really well at in that competition?
I'm not sure. I mean, Andy's grip is solid, but I think Kevin and Gabriel probably going to be looking at the Stones there. Interesting.
Do we think Rob and Adam would work together to avoid Trey and Stones? So when athletes have worked together in the past, it's not really about screwing over a different athlete. It's been about, we could maybe do 12 reps on this, but we don't want to have to because of how much it would take. Shall we agree? We're the best two at this event. Let's stop at 6 because the next best guy did 5.
Yeah.
It's like that and not, I've never seen colluding like that. That would.
I don't know how Rob and Adam could even be in that position yet.
No, I don't. No.
Trey, you've got to just try and beat him. And Trey's a good log lifter.
The best thing anyone can do is just concentrate on their own performance and do the best that they can do and not worry about.
There are times that athletes will decide, right, we know we could have a big battle and do like 7 or 10 reps or something.
Yeah.
But 4 is the best so far. With the last 2 to go, let's just both do 5.
Yeah.
That sometimes happens if 2 athletes are well ahead of everyone else and want to save some energy. We've seen it a couple of times before.
People wanting a recap and the current standings of the car walk, Lazo.
Let's do it.
It's hard because obviously log lifter results are starting to come through now.
If we give you results aren't through yet fully. So group number 1.
We did group 1 already.
Well, the overall in group 1 is this is after 3 events. Tom Stoltman on 18 points, Kevin on 13, Gabriel on 12, Ivers on 10, Andy Black on 7, and Manuel on 3. Group number 2, Mitch Hooper on a maximum of 18 points. 3 events out of 3 for Mitch. That's amazing. Bobby Thompson on 11. Then we've got Mark Felix, Gabriel Pena, and Brian Shaw all on 9 points. And then Konstantin Janasha on 7.
That's close on that one.
Group number 3, we've got Alexei Novikov leading the group with 16 points. Then Bish on 12. Rob Kearney on 11. Really pulled himself back into the mix there. Trey Mitchell on 10. Szymanski on 7. And Mika Toro on 7 also.
And it was Rob Kearney who won the car walk in that group.
Yeah, he did.
Alexei actually came 3rd, didn't he? Who was 2nd?
Szymanski.
Of course, Gregor Szymanski.
Gregor's coming 2nd.
God bless him.
Group number 4, we've got 17 points for Lisses. He was 2nd on the car walk.
2nd to Pavlo Kordiaka.
And Gav Bilton, both in 2nd place right now on 12 points. Maxime on 11. Shane Flowers is in 5th. Unfortunately, he's had to pull out. And then Nedsmin is in last position with 4 points. And then group number 5, Luke Stoltman running away with it. Coco is in 2nd place, joint with Athor Melstead.
They've both got 11 points. Luke has 17.
And then we've got Kelvin de Ruyter on 9, Evan Singleton on 8, and Kim Urex on 6 points. So lots to fight for. The fastest time on the car walk out of everyone was Evan Singleton, with Rob Kearney the 2nd fastest, and Mitch Hooper was the 3rd fastest.
Nice.
I think we had 6 guys go under 15 seconds, which is very good.
The battle in group 4 now, I think, is a really interesting one because who is it? It's Bish, isn't it? Bish and Pavlo that are tied for 2nd place in that group?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Is it Bish?
Bish was in 2nd. He's
no, sorry, that's a different group. Bish is in Alexei's group. It's Gav.
Bish.
Gav, group 4.
Pavlo and Gav are tied in 2nd
but with
place.
Maxime right behind them. And if Maxime gets into the stone off, that's just one of the worst people.
I'll tell you what, Maxime and Pavlo are both very good at log.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Gav's, with the way he's going, he might beat them both. But I think
I would expect Pavlo to beat Gav on the log. He did at Europe.
I'd expect both of them to beat him on the log.
The thing is, with it being a bit lighter as well, it might come down to who's the most conditioned.
Yeah, well, so far we've seen 7 reps is our most, and that's by Kevin Fairs, who's quite a fit athlete.
Be interested to see what Tom does there.
Yeah.
Finest Jelly Beans, thank you for the super chat. Can Rob Kearney still make the final?
Yes, he can. Rob is well in there now. He's pulled himself right in contention. He's only 1 point behind Adam Bishop.
Yeah.
Log lift to go. He's going to need a big performance on the log. It's normally a good event for him. Before he tore his tricep, he preferred log for max. But he's still a very, very good log lifter for reps. Bish has been improving his overhead, but it's never been his main strength.
Yeah.
Both of them don't have an incredible grip.
Yeah, so that's...
But I would say Adam's grip is better in terms of results in the past.
Yeah.
Trey Mitchell is only a point behind as well, so he's going to be hard to stop because Trey is probably better.
His average score, would be better. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting between those three. I think, that's going to be a battle.
Gabriel, thank you so much for the super chat. Gabriel, say the surname.
You say it.
Rayon is also doing awesome for a rookie. He absolutely
is. He really is.
Yeah, we thought
very
it would
much
be
so.
between Kevin and who else? Ivers in that group. But yeah, he's mogging us.
He's doing amazing. It's great to see these new athletes coming through. That's kind of what I want to see. Good, talented, new athletes that could potentially really push in a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, wow, look at Mitch Hooper. He's pushing right now, right this minute.
It's why sometimes I get a bit upset with some of the selections beforehand. Because, if guys like, I'm stepping back because I know I'm no good anymore, you want to be replaced with guys that are really good, that I think can be awesome. And Gabriel and Mitch Hooper particularly smashing it. But even the guys that aren't doing so well this year, the younger guys like Shane Flowers, has got an injury. Okay, that guy could have a great future in strongman. There's lots of them.
Move your phone from the PC. It's causing weird noises, Lottie. There we go. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it's better now. My phone.
Yeah, probably.
My innocent little phone.
What are you doing?
I'm finding my place and then going back down this way, let's say. I know what's going on.
You're causing trouble.
Oh my God, that noise. Memories. What?
Just some of the members, if you want to click on it.
No, it's just people talking about the noise that was coming through. The noise is now gone. Brilliant. All right. Oh, yeah. So we did get the super chat because everyone's commented the same thing. Can you please do a mega breakdown of the Arnold Classic like you did for Worlds this year? Oh, people have said, I hope you do this for every competition. Absolutely not. But I will agree. Like we could
something
do
like the Arnolds.
The Arnolds, maybe the Rogue Invitational as well. Yeah, but the big comps, maybe the short classic. I don't know. He's got pretty big lineup.
If you guys like what we're doing and you keep liking the videos, keep watching them, the more views they have, the more subscribers that we have, the more time and you can really invest into it, can't you?
Well, yeah, because if something gets terrible views and it took me a long time to do, I'm not going to be inclined to do it again. Yeah, our phones were interrupting, Lasso. We're not on dial-up, I can promise you that.
That should be plugged in as well,
yeah. Any extra results now, Lasso?
Yes.
Right, what have we got?
We have... Ooh.
Come on.
Mr. Rayam performing. Gabriel Rayam.
What's he done?
6 reps. Another good performance from him. And Tom Stoltman winning the group with 8 reps.
Wow. So that's 4 event wins for Tom.
Tom has won every single event so far. Yeah. He's maximum points. I think he'll probably start to cruise a little bit now.
I didn't say he needed it. The wrecking ball hold, technically, he doesn't have to do. He's 6 points clear of...
He needs to lift it and put it down.
Yeah, to get 1 point. Yeah. And then that's it. He's won his group. Nice position.
And I think he'll do that.
I think he will, because grip's not a good event for him. Why would he do more?
His grip's improving, but I know Tom's game plan is to save as much energy now for the final.
You can read Kyle's. Thank you for the super chat.
Hey, Kyle. How you doing, buddy? He's here. He's there. He's everywhere.
No, he's every...
Martins.
Yeah, you've got to do the swear.
I can't swear. It's not allowed.
It's not allowed. Scotty, thank you for the super chat. What do you reckon is going on with Brian? A blip or are things looking bleak?
I mentioned this about Brian earlier. It's very hard because I've not spoken to Brian, so I don't know what's going on in his head. I do know he lost a family member recently, so he may have, he may be distracted like that. It might be age catching up with him. It might just be hunger. He's won everything there is to win. He's got a lovely family. He's got businesses that he's focused on. He's got his competition to focus on. Maybe he's not the Brian of, yesteryear when he was just wanting to win. Strongman was everything. It could well be that, apparently it's over 102 degrees Fahrenheit out there at the moment, 39 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Maybe he's thinking, I don't need this anymore.
I don't need this shit.
It's very hard because I sympathize with that. And it's why I retired, is because I don't want it as much as I used to. And it's hard to admit that to yourself sometimes. It really is. But when over the last couple of years, I started to realize I wasn't as hungry as I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
So it kind of, did you mean to kick me then?
No.
Kicking me under the table.
That wasn't a real kick. Right.
Yeah.
World's Strongest Man are going live in 10. Let's quickly get through the super chat so people haven't wasted their money. Possible pilot deviation. He has super chatted. Aaron's super chat. You guys are so sweet.
Thank you so much.
And it was the one that we'd answered already. So, but thank you for doing that.
Thank you so much.
Obviously,
Possible pilot deviation.
Another one of our regulars. Marina, who's been with us all every day this week. Thank you for the super chat. People forget Evan was a pro wrestler. Being a large, intense character was his job. He seems like a genuinely nice guy when watching him on his own.
He really is.
Yeah.
He honestly, when you see him behind the scenes, very respectful.
It's the second a camera is whipped
put a camera in front of him,
Evan
completely different.
Yeah, and the people he's giving, grief to, if you like,
believe
they're
me,
his friends.
If me and Liz are kind of praising someone as much as we do like someone like Evan, they are a good person. Yeah. Certainly good to us.
Yeah, I like to think we're quite good judges of character.
I hope so.
Yeah. Thank you, how Nedsman and Angulo are getting minimum points in every event as is expected. Why did World's Strongest Man choose athletes that everyone knew were terrible? Oof. At least Felix has events where he does well. One for you.
Nedsman has had things going on.
Since he arrived.
I expected Nedsman to struggle because I think Nedsman is more of a power lifter than a strongman. But his deadlift was really bad. And I have spoken to him, and he's got some personal stuff going on. His head's just not in it.
Yeah.
Literally some really nasty stuff was sent to him before doing the competition, and I think it just completely fried his brain, and he just wasn't focused at all. Manuel, I did a video on my thoughts about Manuel as soon as I heard about it. I obviously expected him to struggle. It's been the case. And this is not a personal thing against Manuel because he's a great guy. And, if you get offered the opportunity, I understand it. You take it. You're not going to say, no, I'm not going to go to World's Strongest Man if they invite you to it. But as an athlete myself, and an athlete that purposely stepped back to see younger, the Shane Flowers is someone like Paul Smith, I think deserves a chance. There's loads of good youngsters out there that are on their way up.
Spencer Remix and people
I'd rather see
Josh Silvers.
I'd rather see a youngster in their 20s come and do badly, but learn because next year they're going to come back and do better.
Africa's Strongest Man.
Than a man in his mid 40s that has so far,
performed as we expected.
He has. Even his best event he came last on.
Yeah.
And I'd had arguments with Colin Bryce about this. But we do argue a lot, and
he didn't like the video that
he didn't like the video that I made, and that's
we
fine.
Do try and be completely honest. We're not going to say this is a great choice when we don't feel it, because you guys are going to see right through that. And we just couldn't, could we? No. It's not fair.
But there's just more deserving people out there. But hopefully that's why we want regular qualifiers all over the world. So if we want South America represented, we get the best. And, maybe that's what's going to happen now. And the fact that there is a South American representative, hopefully there's other people looking at that thinking, let's put a comp
this
on,
should be me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good start, but obviously we need to improve. Paris, super chatting to thank Monica for her insights. Thank you, Paris. And obviously thank you, Monica, as well. Then we've got Ben. We need to get off before words get on. What sponsors would be good for World's Strongest Man? I think Rogue.
Rogue were one of the sponsors for World's Strongest Man. They're not a sponsor this year?
Well, SPD are the title sponsor. I'm not sure, because was it Rogue who provided the big athlete area?
No, that was SPD.
Oh, that was SPD, sorry.
But Rogue were a sponsor in 2019 when I did my last Worlds. I'm not sure. I mean, the sponsors now are so much better than they were.
Well, they used to be companies like, Metrex, I remember.
But now companies that are actually involved in strongman, it's definitely getting better. And Rogue are a brilliant company. Yeah. I've obviously been lucky enough to work with Rogue on the Rogue Invitational and at the Arnold's, and they're great.
Do you remember Commerce Casino?
Yeah.
That was an interesting one. Hawkeye, thank you so much for the super chat. I think
great moustache.
That great moustache is key to strength. Some sort of hair, although Mitchell Hooper might disagree. That man does not have a hair on his face. And look at what he's doing. Ollie, thank you, Ollie. Thank you again for your great content. We as fans are living good times right now, loving how the sport has grown from the 90s since I started following. Any thoughts on
I think the VIP tickets, from what I've heard, people are absolutely loving it. I've seen Terry around them, and they're getting to meet all the athletes. From what I'm seeing, it's really worthwhile.
And if you're a big eater, you get all your food involved included as well. I think the VIP ticket is key at the weekend, when it's likely general admission will run out of space and people will end up being turned away. So if I was going to pay for VIP, I'd do it for the final, definitely. Mikhail, thank you for the super chat. Super impressive. Alexei, so strong still. Alexei's impressive in absolutely every competition he does.
He is awesome.
Bron Chopped, Hooper went without a beard to give the rest a chance. If he comes back bearded next year, then we know it's all over. The funny thing is,
like, people go on about like the beard gives you strength. My best deadlift ever was done when I was clean shaven.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. Aubrey, how much time do we have left? Oh, not long. How about Mark Felix's car walk results? Not bad.
Unbelievable. Great to see Mark smashing it.
Yeah. Okay, we've got 5 minutes, guys. Sorry, I hate to rush.
Really good to see Mark doing good, because yesterday he underperformed a little bit, and to come back and smash that car like he did was
They're
brilliant.
saying check the spreadsheets, Laze. Uncle Loz dancing, that sounds like fun. Yeah, check the spreadsheet, do it away from the computer. Lozzy's checking. Trucker Mark, thank you so much. Why is Strongman on live? They are losing so much money. Oh, why isn't it? The people are losing. Yeah, we as fans are definitely losing out. Money-wise, they're not losing out. Like IMG and Endeavour are very big businesses that know exactly what they're doing, and the TV contracts are worth way more than a pay-per-view would be. We argued, well, why can't you do both? Pay-per-view for the fans at the time, and then, the TV deal for later in the year. But if it's not exclusive, it's not worth nearly as much. But we're really hoping that we'll find a happy medium, and at least get to us a lot quicker would be nice, wouldn't it, Lozzo?
Yeah, definitely. Well, in America, it's out quickly, but
it's out in July this year, apparently, on Paramount. But we have to wait to Christmas and New Year over in the UK. Liz, for the love of God, please destroy your Brian Shaw voodoo doll. What happens to Brian if I destroy the doll, though? Maybe I shouldn't.
Are you admitting to having a doll now?
No, I definitely don't have a doll. I do have some bold dolls around the house, but they're our 4-year-olds. Toys, and definitely not Brian Shaw voodoo doll.
So it looks like, there we've got a new member. Thank you very much, Ed.
Thank you for joining us, Ed. Dustin, thank you for the super chat. I've been told you can't destroy it. Use it for good and help Brian on the log lift. What I'm going to do is give it a little shoulder rub and a loving pat on the back, and I'll wish it all the best.
There we go.
We have some weird chats on here.
We do indeed.
It's the pressure,
Lozzie. I think that's all.
No, it's not. Can I do it, please? Because I know.
I was just trying to speed it up for you. Because
no, that's fine.
You're panicking me.
Never panic.
You're panicking.
Thank you for the chat. Without wanting to disrespect him, but Manuel's spot seems like such a waste when others. Paul Smith would surely be better fits.
And Paul Smith is just one name. There's so many great guys out there that are kind of on the cusp of a worthy invite.
Lozzie, what's going to be a winning time on the ball hold? Thank you, Colorado.
Really hard one to pick because it's so new. From what I've heard, it's not the heaviest.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to see some decent times, but never having done it, never seeing any athletes do it, it's a very hard one to pick a time on.
Oh, I'm so sorry if we've missed your super chat. Loz will, because I'll be editing. You're going to go through and look for some, aren't you? And,
have you done that one?
No, I haven't. I'm just double checking that that's definitely the next one. Yeah. And Loz is going to go through and message your comment, a reply, won't you?
I will have a look through, yes, when I get a chance.
Dylan, if Evan qualifies there, has there ever been a greater comeback story in the heats from stretcher to stone off? Thanks again for building a great piece.
I can't remember certainly a time like that.
No, never seen it.
Try Gabriel Rayon
for pronunciation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If that's the last one, no, it's not. The pressure. Can we verify that Luke just tore his tricep?
I really hope that's wrong.
Yeah. Loz is checking.
I can't.
Oh, people are saying no, Luke is fine.
Good.
This is the problem with work. There's so many rumors and so much speculation. It's very stressful. Yeah. True guy. All of these athletes are great blokes. Great to see the new talent like Hooper. Brian is saving energy and playing the game. Much love from New England. Tree guy is keeping the faith.
I like Tree guy's enthusiasm and optimism.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's a tactic that any athlete would want to use, but maybe
you wouldn't want to rely on that completely, would
No.
you? Guys, you're going to have to let us know in the comments when the World's Strongest Man live goes up. Can't help but feel Paul Smith will be doing pretty well in the right group. PS, you need a compressor for that mic. All right, John, I'll try and sort it out. But thank you for the super chat. There's something up with the sound today, Lozzie, and I'm not sure
I don't
why.
know. We'll check it out.
We'll have a tinker. You haven't touched the game.
Oh, look, now you're breaking things.
No, I'm not breaking anything. Tony, hello from Iowa. Thanks for all your coverage of World's Strongest Man.
We'll be back with a live tomorrow, but you've got your results show going up later.
Yeah.
Want to do this one quickly?
Yeah, you two are iconic. We appreciate you and everything that you do for the sport. Thank you. Do you think Mark Boyd is a bad person? I'm not obligated to answer that. And no,
he's not a bad person.
No,
maybe
not a good choice, or yeah.
But no, definitely not.
I'm under far too much pressure right now to answer that. Well, do you think Wuss will get serious backlash from the top pros?
I don't think it was a smart thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the pros will stick
wary.
together.
Yeah. Tony, I think Loz will win World's Strongest Man this year. That's my prediction.
It's a good prediction.
It's a
solid
probably
one. Not one that's going to come true.
Yeah. Kyle, thank you for the sticker. All right. Okay, I do think that's it. We're going to log off, guys, because World's Strongest Man are about to start.
Go and head over to the World's Strongest Man page, guys. Thank you once again for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Yes, definitely. And we've got a video going out earlier than that.
As soon as the results are done, Liz will be on our results video and analysis. Please remember to watch the videos, like them, share them, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.